Welcome everybody to a look at a brand new Eureka release, and that is 1975's The Bullet Train. So yeah, this was directed by Jun'ya Sato, who unfortunately I've not seen anything from before, but definitely going to look into more of his films after this. So yeah, this is an action thriller that clocks in at 152 minutes long. Stars Ken Takakara, who was in Black Rain alongside Michael Douglas, The Accuser alongside Robert Mitchum, and A Fugitive from the Past in a more minor role, but that last film is easily one of my favourites of this year so far. And it also stars Shin'ichi, who we've already talked about in the Arrow Video the Street Fighter trilogy release. And it also stars Takeshi Shimura, who I've seen in 17 films so far, including this and the likes of Seven Samurai, 3 of the main Godzilla films, as well as Mothra, and 2 of the Zatoichi films. And yeah, this is about one of the Japanese Shinkansen trains, also known as bullet trains, which is threatened with a bomb that will explode automatically if the train slows below 80 kilometers an hour or 50 miles an hour, unless a ransom is paid. Police race to find the bombers so that the train crew can learn how to defuse the bomb. So, yeah, this action thriller by way of a disaster film has an eerily similar plot to that of Speed, which is made reference to on the back of the actual cover. And yeah, but thankfully there is a lot more to this than that similarity, though, as this mostly manages to fill its 152-minute running time in a successful manner, due to the plot neatly balancing the stories of the criminals trying to pull off their extortion, the police trying to catch them, the operators of the train trying to work out a way of saving everyone on the train, and all of those on board, all of which rarely gets confusing or convoluted. The production is also great. Really rather nice use of miniatures in places, but they also have a physical, actual, large train that is used in one spectacular explosive scene. It is predominantly well in pace. The score is really rather good. The cast is solid. It has a decent amount of tension and a well executed train crash involving a freight train, which is what I was talking about earlier. An actual live, big freight train that is actually used for real. Think of the likes of The Fugitive for that kind of thing. So, yeah, I really, really like this film. Sure, it's a little bit on the long side. You could easily trim this down a little bit, but it rarely feels its length. And yeah, like I said, packs that length full of all sorts of different stuff, especially in terms of how it approaches a plot and going to dealing with different people and their scenarios that they're dealing with. So yeah, this has had a 2K restoration of the original film elements, presented in 1080p. And yeah, you get the fantastic new artwork on the slipcover and on the main release itself. I absolutely adore that artwork. It looks absolutely spectacular. Really wish Eureka would give their new artwork a poster, separate or in the main release itself. And yeah, you get a booklet with it as well. And the new artwork is also printed on the disc. But you also get the reversible artwork of what I believe is the original artwork that was used as well, which again is really rather nicely done. I really like the look of that. And yeah, gets across part of the explosive film. But yeah, then you got the booklet, which has a couple of shots from the film on either side. And then you've got a cast and crew. And you've got shots from the film. It's from the driver's cab of the bullet train. And then you get, before Bullet Train, there was Riding the Bullet Train by Barry Forshaw. Sorry, I was reading the beginning of the sentence there. And yeah, he goes through all sorts of the elements of the film. You get different posters of the film as well, which, to be honest, are all nicely done as well, quite frankly. I especially like this one, which is in its different title, Super Express 109, as 109 is the train number that it's been given. I really like that. That's another poster I'd gladly have as well. And then get more shots from the film. So yeah, it's not as deep. It's not all that deep on its characterization or anything like that. Well, which, to be honest, isn't all that surprising given the numerous amounts of characters that are in this. But the main characters are given enough depth, especially in terms of the lead criminal and the lead person that is actually trying to help the people on the train. And yeah, nicely done booklet, not mega thick or anything like that, but it's decently enough as it is. And in terms of the extras that you get on the disc as well, you get a brand new audio commentary by Jasper Sharp and Tom Mayers on the theatrical version of this release. You get Off the Rails, Jun'ya Sato's biographies on the making of the Bullet Train. Brand new interview with film writer Tatsuo Masuto and film critic Masaki Nomura. Tony Raines on the Bullet Train. You get Kim Newman on Man Bombers in Cinema, a brand new author with the author. Big Movie, Big Panic, Jun'ya Sato on the Bullet Train archival featurette, as well as trailers. And you also get a English dubbed export version of the film as well for the first time ever on Blu-ray. Didn't watch that version because, to be honest, the export versions of these foreign language films are usually the worst version of the film. And yeah, not sure how long that version is either, but yeah, given it says it's edited and dubbed and the like, it really wasn't all that enticing for me to watch it. So yeah, if you've seen this film, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it, but I really rather like it, especially since it's a mix of other films that I really rather enjoy, as we've already said, Speed, but then you can look at other 70s films like The Taking of Pelham 123, or The Cassandra Crossing, or even in terms of length at least, the epic Towering Inferno. So yeah, it's a really rather underseen film. This, I think it has less than 1,000 reviews on Letterboxd. So yeah, underseen, but hopefully not for very much longer, since this is getting released on the 24th of April. I don't know why I've gotten it so early, again, like other films from Eureka, but I'm thankful for that regardless. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.